Hello, party people. My name is Pat O'Malley, and you're listening to another episode of Oak Performance Radio. Enjoy the show.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Oak Performance Radio. I'm your host, Adam Lane. If you're new to the show, our goal here is to create some content, some fantastic content for athletes, parents, and coaches. We tell stories, have laughs, and go into everything that is the end game of athletic performance, helping athletes achieve their optimal performance and be the best they can possibly be. Enjoy the show. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another episode of Oak Performance Radio. I'm your host, Adam Lane. With me today, from the Keep Going podcast, Pat O'Malley.
Happy to be here. Thanks for
joining us.
Always, man. Thanks for
appreciate this.
Having me in your beautiful facility. Yeah. I mean, the blue turf, Boise State vibes all around, baby. I love it.
Dude, I really like the blue turf.
I do too.
I want you to know the blue turf was a little bit more expensive, but like, and when it came down to
was the first thing I said.
Yeah.
Like, this is beautiful. Oh, look at that turf.
Yeah.
You know?
It's just better than the green turf. Yeah, green turf. It's just,
Yeah, I'm with you.
If our colors were green, that would be something, but they're not.
They're not. Go with blue.
It's like IMG blue.
You know it, baby. This is good marketing right now.
You did well there.
I like that.
It blends in well with the background.
Man, we've done this a time or two.
This is good.
It's good.
Pat, for the tens of people listening to the show, that might not know who you are and why you're such a big deal, tell these people who you are.
The fact that
why you're such a big deal.
The fact that you think I'm a big deal is flattering.
Big deal.
Pat O'Malley, man, I've known you for a couple years now, indirectly, man, because you've helped our athletes get bigger, faster, stronger, and I think a lot of the mental stuff has started here at Oak, which we're blessed to have you, man. Former, wow, this is crazy to think about. Former baseball, football, basketball guy.
There we go.
Wanted to play basketball professionally, never grew past 5'9". Wanted to play football in high school. My brother was a year younger, took my spot, was all state twice. And then after that, I said, well, baseball is my only shot left. And I'm a junior, have no offers, so I might as well go for this. So got 4 offers as a senior, went on to play in college coach, and now work over at Athletes HQ and with NCSA.
There we go. What high school? Where'd you go?
Elk Grove High School.
Okay.
So gotcha. I used to bike to Woodfield Mall to kind of give you a direction.
Okay.
Yeah, man.
There we go. And then college was?
Yeah, so I went to Oakton Community College, and then I went to Rockford University after that, right in town, baby. The U. Fire up the U.
That's how we connected in here.
Exactly.
Gotcha. Got you out from the suburbs.
Yes, man. So I used to work out here. It's crazy seeing the strides this place is taking.
Yeah.
Honestly.
I should give you a tour.
I would love that.
Yeah, I don't know how long it was since you've been here, but it's
a while. 2018.
Yeah.
Yeah, was my last time.
The building had some issues.
Yeah, it did. Heck yeah, it did. And a lot of it was just bad baseball players. So hopefully that's worked its way out. So, no, in all seriousness, this place is sweet, man. I enjoyed it when I walked in.
Oh, Pat, the thing we just had parent night at HQ last Sunday.
How cool was that? You crushed it, by the way.
That was fun. I appreciate it.
Yeah.
Well, and here's the thing I took from you, because when we had the 10 through 15-year-olds, sitting down, doing the thing that Joe lays out all of his rules for
also
everyone.
Fantastic. Yeah. Also
no
fantastic.
nonsense, no BS. This is what we need from you.
Oh yeah.
I understand this. I understand. I just made a podcast. It hasn't come out yet on my end. Now that my kids are 13 and 10, how hard it is to be a parent and parent your kid and not necessarily coach your kid.
Hard.
And to go to games. And my kids have done a little bit of everything. They've done the soccer, lacrosse, football, wrestling, flag football, Their parents yelling the most asinine stuff from the bleachers to their kid, to other kids, to the other team, to the other coach, to the officials. Yeah. I was like, And Joe just laid it all out. Please don't do this. Don't do this. Don't do this. We will do this. We will do that. Anyway, back to you here. What you said, because a lot of these, especially the younger kids, you haven't met.
Right.
And you said something to this extent of, parents, I may or may not have met your kid yet, but just to let you know, I love them already. And so like that type of just pure, and you said it so genuinely, you said it genuinely. You were so genuine with it. And just to hear you say that, like, I know you believe it in the way of like the heart that you have for these kids to help them get better. And sadly, in 2025, it's hard to find really good coaches.
I agree with you.
That one, know what they're doing, but then two, care enough to actually do what's best for the kid.
Right.
As opposed, especially when it gets mucky in this space of where we do make money off of them.
Right.
Because we're professionals.
It's a paid service.
Yes.
It's a paid service to get bigger, faster, stronger. It's a paid service to get better at baseball and softball.
Yes. And to get recruited and,
it's all, all it is. It's all paid for.
So
these are our jobs.
That's where it gets mucky, where it's like, we could hoodwink you and be like, oh, we're doing this and and take your money and be like, but that's not who you are. So that you as a person there, just again, if you haven't listened to the Keep Going podcast,
thank you very much.
Check that out. Because we're close on episodes. What did you say?
We are, 145, man. Oh my goodness. It's crazy to think about.
Look at that.
Yeah, man.
You just keep going.
Look at that. This guy.
There we go. Talk about, I'm curious how you got to this spot right here. You played some college ball.
Yeah.
Stopped playing at the age of
22.
And you're now 30?
30.
And talk about these last 8 years, because I want to get up to speed with how the Pat O'Malley that sits in front of me today became.
What I will tell you is it's been a crazy 30. If I try to break down 22 to 30, there's some downs that you'd be like, wow, this is not the same guy. And there's some ups that you probably be like, okay, that makes sense. Yeah. You were in those rooms, you met those people. I think from like 22 to like 26, I did the normal, I'm done playing college baseball thing. I went out in Wrigleyville and partied my ass off for 4 years.
My brother did too.
Excuse my language.
You might have seen him.
No, I probably did barely, because my buddies still think like I've never seen your eyes like this. Like your eyes are open most of the time when you talk to me now. Crazy. So I did a lot of that. Okay. A lot of partying, a lot of Cubs games, lots of downtown bars. Really tried to quote unquote find myself when I was telling myself. As that went on, physically, I didn't work out. I didn't prioritize my mental. My job was okay. I was still at NCSA. I was in a sales role at that time. Yep. Didn't really fill my cup. So a lot of things, I kind of walked away from my faith too, to be honest with you. So if you could do anything, how do I put this? You can't do much worse in that 4-year stretch than I did. Lucky enough, I was able to keep my job. I had a lot of connections in baseball and softball. And I met my fiance now. And when I met Ashton, she sat me down and she was like, Pat, I love you, man, but like, you're an idiot when you go out and drink. Pat, you're an idiot when you text and drive and when you put my life in danger, or when you don't text me or there was countless things where she sat me down physically on the curb and said,
she had a list.
She did. And she said, if you want to be with me, we need to figure this out, because my life is going here and your life is going here. And if you want them to go together, we need to compromise. And honestly, from that day on at 25, 26, we've been together ever since. I stopped doing all that. I picked my faith back up, started to put myself in rooms where I loved people and they loved me back. It's funny when you schedule and plan a wedding, you really start to see people's true colors. And a lot of the times I got the jokers out of the deck, I like to say. So now the people that will be there on that day and the people that are still in my life, blessings. And, I live in the South Loop now in Chicago. We make the 2-hour drive to go to Athletes HQ. Are there other facilities? Yeah. Are there other places with baseball and softball? Yeah. Would Ashton like me home more with her in our beautiful high-rise apartment? Yeah. But I love those kids, and I love Joe Filomeno. I love what he's doing there. I love you for what you do for our kids. They come in bigger, faster, stronger. And it's not because of gym class, unfortunately. I was a PE major. I can say that. But it's not because of gym class. It's from guys like you that are putting the physical, the mental, the spiritual and emotional together. Long-winded answer, but man, has it been fun getting to 30. I'm excited to see how 30 to 40 goes.
Nice. When's the wedding?
Yeah, October 17th.
Okay.
Yeah.
Soon.
Soon. Yeah. Killbug Creek in Monroe Center.
Okay.
So like I said, I keep saying it, but I'm very blessed to have a woman like that by my side. She truly saved my entire life, man.
And she played a little softball.
JUCO player of the year, All-American Division I full ride. Okay. She's, I hope we get daughters.
Yeah.
I hope we get daughters because she's legit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, at least
better person too.
There'll be some good genetics there.
I hope so. From her, at least. Thank God it wasn't coming from me, man. I promise you that.
There you go. Dude, that's fantastic.
Thank you.
The job right now, the full-time hustle.
NCSA.
Talk about that.
Yeah, man. I've been there for 8 years now.
What does that stand for?
Yeah.
For the people.
Next college student athlete. Okay. So we partnered with IMG a couple of years back. The media calls us a perfect marriage.
Okay.
They do. NCSA and IMG, you have the best recruiting platform.
Until you and Ashton get married, and then perfect marriage. Anyhow, keep going.
Appreciate that. So number one and then number two until that flip flops.
Yes.
Perfect. So yeah, they call it the perfect marriage, whatever. So we help high school athletes play in college. Mm-hmm. So NCSA does that. I work with families. We connect players to college scholarships. IMG, virtually with IMG Plus Academy Essentials, and then on campus, bigger, faster, stronger, mental performance. They crank out draft picks every year. Everybody knows IMG. You see the branding on right now. Yeah. But it is one of those things where we have all of our bases covered now, and it's been a blessing, honestly.
Fantastic.
Yes.
And you have a role with that within HQ also.
I do. Yeah. So I have the full time with NCSA Monday through Thursday, 10-hour days. And then Friday, Saturday, Sunday, I live in that facility, man. That's why my complexion, I'm very white this time of year. I'm not outside. I'm either at my desk in Chicago or I'm in that facility sweating my, off, having some fun with these kids.
Yeah. What does Ashton do?
Yeah. So Ashton worked at ABC Supply for a long time. Okay. 2 years after college. And then now.
Is she from the area?
She is.
Where?
Yeah. Roscoe Rockton. Went to Hanega.
Hanega kid. Okay.
Yeah. Hanega kid.
Okay.
The whole 9. 4 years varsity, great player, great student. Now she's at IIT, Illinois Institute of Technology, going back to school for her master's in architecture.
Okay.
Yeah,
gotcha. Smart. So when are you guys moving out here?
So we've already been here. We've already been here. So we lived the 2 years out here together. And then she's like, I want to go back to school. And I was like, well, I miss my people in Chicago. Can I get both? Yeah. And now I got both of them.
There we go.
Yeah.
There we go. And you don't mind the 2-hour trip?
No, because my in-laws let me sleep on their couch, and they have a beautiful golden retriever. Shout out Sophie for the following. I brought her to HQ a bunch. Yeah. I have the right people with me. Yeah. They take care of me. I don't mind it. If you're passion driven and you're impact driven, I know you touched on this a couple of minutes ago about the money side. Yeah. If you're impact driven and passion driven, this profession, all three I'm in, NCSA, Athletes HQ, and then my speaking, all three are impact driven. Yeah. I know that God's going to take care of me if I stay impact driven. Yeah. That's it.
And I think that's a hard thing for people to wrap your head around.
Because we're doing a podcast right now. We're not making $1 on this. Yeah, zero. We're probably losing negative time right now doing this. But the impact.
We could be doing something productive.
But the impact of this is so big. Yeah. And when you asked me this past weekend, this was that quick developing. I was like, yeah, I believe in what you do. Hopefully you believe in what I do. Let's make some damn impact.
Yeah, that's awesome. Oh, yeah. Dude, I appreciate that.
Appreciate you.
Well, I think it comes through in you're so genuine with it.
Thank you.
Where I don't know why I'm jaded like this. I'm older. That's why I'm jaded.
How old are you?
45.
Dude, you look great, man. I said this. Look at this guy's shoulders in the facility. I said that. I'm going to try getting this shoulder routine. Look at this. Look at that. Yeah.
Dude, I haven't swung a baseball bat in so long.
You don't have to. You're in a house. You're going to be just fine. No one's messing with you about playing baseball.
Everything would break on me if I tried to swing like I used to back in the day. No, but I think it's, again, this is where I think, especially the fitness space gets kind of, can get ugly with people because you're trying to sell the vacation. You're selling the white sandy beaches and the sunshine and stuff like that. But to get there, you're not selling the plane trip where, there's a delay and then you have to wait there longer and but that's the work that you have to put in order to get to this amazing vacation. And sometimes people fly there beautifully with no issues. And other times there's turbulence.
I mean, and blessings to those people. I haven't met many of those people that just strolled up to the beach and said, I'm here.
Yes.
I mean, that grind, I got that Rocky montage in my head when he's hitting the meat. It takes that, but that's what it takes. And people want the dream, but they don't put the work in most of the time. And I don't know. I come from a hitting facility in the suburbs. Steve Peterson, who I bring up all the time in our podcast, second dad to me. Okay. And he told me, hey, Pat, you have this natural talent, but you think you're way, way better than you are because you don't work. You don't work at all. Can you imagine if you worked? And it always stuck with me in my professional career. Can we do something more? What can I do more? How can I push that envelope harder? And then when you sell the dream, how about this? Then you sell the dream and they see your Facebook videos of you going like this. I see those every week, man. On Instagram too. I see you're selling the dream, but you're showing them all the steps to get there. And I commend you for that.
I appreciate it.
Yes.
Well, and so anywho, we're back to you here. I think, again, for you, because this is our livelihood.
It's a profession.
Make a profession. And we have kids to feed and things like that. So again, for you to be as honest and as integral and oh my gosh, what word did you just use? Blank based.
Impact.
Impact based.
Yeah, gotcha.
Like, I mean, it's
got to be that way.
It's just that easy.
Or you can't wake up in the morning and do this job.
Yeah.
These jobs, you cannot do them if you're looking at the bank account in the capital.
Yeah.
You're killing yourself. Truthfully.
Yeah.
The money will come with the impact that you spread.
Yes.
I promise you that.
I will say, owning a business, it's a little hard to not look at the bank account.
No doubt. But you know what I'm saying, though?
I know what you're saying.
You can look at the bank account information. I do it every day.
Yeah.
You can't look at these kids.
Yeah.
You can't look at these parents like dollar signs.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's not what this is. It's, I love your kid.
Yeah.
I love the family, and several of those families at AHQ are coming to the wedding. Like, this is so much bigger than baseball and softball. I promise you. But it's a two-way street.
Let's talk about the recruiting piece of things. I think it's a very confusing space for kids. I'm amazed. Our volleyball program here does fantastic work. They started, the first year of the club was 2017, which was the first year we moved down here. And for the last COVID was weird. Last 4-ish years, they've sent somewhere between 41 and 46 kids to college every year.
I see those, man. I see those banners and everything. That's amazing.
Sweet. And now here's the bad part is not all of them work out. And some of that is on the athlete. Some of that I think is on the college coach that just might have hoodwinked them a little bit into it. Because I think it's hard to, and this is one of my biggest things. And I think it's hard for parents to wrap their head around. I think it's hard for kids because when they're here, we love them so much. And, hey, Adam, my knee's hurt. Okay, let's break down this knee. What are we doing? Right. They get on the court. Hey, how's that knee? Okay, let's make sure that we take, you care about it. Like, because they run low on players. Like, hey, they have 10-player teams because they want playing time when they go to these tournaments and stuff like that. They don't want you to pay all this money and then your kids sit at the bench. So we want, we try to keep, 10, 11 kids.
Put them in the structure and keep it small.
Get them going. But then they get to college and there's always the next kid. Like, you play outside, but yeah, she's playing better right now. So we're going to move you in, this kid in, and you're going to be back there.
In the whole recruiting process, that was their spot.
Yes.
Ooh,
yes.
Tough,
and they thought, but coach said, I said all these good things about me.
Nope.
And they said they like how I play. And they said they like my grit. And they said they like my GPA and they like it and all these things. But now all of a sudden I'm the fifth outside, and I barely get to practice because I'm the fifth outside and the two outsides, when they scrimmage and I'm sitting there keeping score. And now I'm depressed because this didn't work out. Anyway, that's my biggest hang up. And now kids struggle with that because, they go from there to there. Walk me through recruiting 101. If I'm a parent, obviously you saw my kid out there right now. He's obviously going to be an amazing talent.
I mean, Derek Jeter.
I mean, really.
Honestly, Ellie De La Cruz.
Or Travis Kelce. I'm trying to figure out.
We'll figure out something, man. He's your kid. You guys will just be just fine, I promise you.
He's going to be at least a solid 5'8". So,
height don't measure heart, baby. Height don't measure heart.
It does.
I know if people told me that shit.
It does.
Yeah, come on now. Sorry, it's a kid's podcast.
You're fine. Talk to me like I'm a parent and you're trying to educate me here. Take me through the whole shebang so I have a better understanding of what these college coaches are thinking and how I'm going to find a good fit for my kid that, one, challenges him, but two, he has a fantastic, rewarding college experience where he comes out the other end better, not just checking the box to say, I was a college athlete.
Yeah, so I use this on podcasts all the time. Gino Auriemma had that clip.
Love Gino.
How do you not? That guy's a woman molder, I guess you could say. Gino had a quote the other day as we put it on our platform. And Gino talked about there was an athlete that a dad was driving 5 hours every time they played to come watch her play. And Gino finally, after the fourth or fifth time, said, hey, you're driving 5 hours. What are you guys talking about when it comes to basketball? Like, what is that relationship like? And he looked at Gino and said, we don't talk about basketball. She knows I love her. She loves me back. It's a beautiful parent and daughter dynamic. That's what matters. So if you ask me what gets you to that level, parents said it last week at the meeting.
No,
it starts with you. And unfortunately, we have a lot of parents trying to buy their way. We have a lot of parents that are walking to the door and saying, I booked you a lesson at 8:30 with Pat. Get ready. And I'm at the point of my career with NCSA, with Athletes HQ, with the speaking stuff. I know in 30 seconds within talking to you or your family or everyone together, I know if you're in or not.
No.
You can't BS me because I've been on both sides. I've been the kid in the meeting lying. Right? I've been the kid at 18 saying, I'm going to give you everything I got. And I showed up on campus. I'm trying to find a kegger. You know what I'm saying? So I've been there.
Yeah.
And now I've been on the coaching side where I've seen kids look me in the eye and go, I'm going to give you everything once I'm on campus. And they do the same thing I did when I was 18. Or in the recruiting side of NCSA, I look around and go, we're on a family phone call. We're late. We're not logged in. Mom is doing something. Dad's doing something. The kid has no idea what's going on. It's not going to work. And even if you get hoodwinked and you get a jersey, you end up at some college, you put a banner up and everybody celebrates you for a couple of weeks. It's not going to work. And that's the cruel part of it. To answer your question one last time.
Sorry, everybody celebrates you for a couple of weeks. Couldn't be more accurate.
Do they not?
It's so accurate.
Do they not?
Oh,
and all of a sudden you're the hero.
Yeah.
I was that guy.
Yeah.
Who's got the paper? Who's got the pen?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
It's signing day.
Social media.
National signing day.
Graphics. Everyone's telling me I'm the man.
Yeah.
They didn't tell me I was the man when I played in 17 of 52 games of the best JUCO in the country. They didn't tell me that when I had to transfer Division III after I was the man. Yeah. Top 100 player in the state. Division III. No one said a word. The point I'm making is if it's not driven by the athlete, and parents, if you're not loving your kid, if you're not loving, the person over the athlete, we got a lot of issues in the sport. Maybe there's beautiful things outside of that you can explore, but there's a reason why Tiger Woods was the one every morning bringing his ball and, his clubs out to the door and knocking on Ern's door and saying, let's go.
Yeah.
It wasn't him doing the opposite.
Yeah. It's hard, I think, I struggle with this with my own kids. The Hananiga varsity wrestling coach, Tyler DeMoss, is fantastic.
Shout out Hano, by the way. That's where Ashton went, obviously.
There we go. Yeah. He totally understands the idea of building a program and wanting to, it's not, he's got some studs right now. Like his junior class right now is absolutely loaded. There's a good chance that 3 of those kids are going to win the state meet,
which is awesome.
And possibly a senior or 2 also are there. Like they're going to be another powerhouse after placing second in state. He shows so much interest in Reed, and as a now 8th grader, where he has these extra training sessions and, hey, if you want to bring in Reed, we throw.
What a great thing that is.
It's fantastic. There are days though where Reed's like, Dad, I'm just tired. Because he's playing football or he was in lacrosse.
This is his second home.
Or something like that.
Can you imagine him? This is your second home. He should be tired sometimes.
Well, and he'll train a little bit.
Moving since he got here.
Well, which is nice. However, when it comes to, hey, now I'm going to wrestle during non-wrestling season, sometimes it's
tough.
It throws him off. And he's more like his mother with this. He's an overthinker. Mm-hmm. It's like, well, I'm doing this. That seems like a lot of working out. I have to mow the lawn later. And I might be too tired. I'm like, dude, just freaking do it. Like, just stop overthinking.
It seems easy to people like us. I'm Ashton's the same way.
Yeah.
It seems really easy.
Yeah. The varsity coach never even knew my name until I became a junior. And they're like, Lane. Oh, that's who you are. Okay,
right.
Whatever.
Right. Nice to get to know you.
Yeah, exactly.
Right.
Whatever. So it's just different with it. So I'm struggling walking that line between I want to challenge him and say, dude, you got to do hard things in this world. Mm-hmm. But I can't be the one who like, hey, I signed you up. You're going. Wake your butt out of bed. That's the line that I think is so hard for parents.
Well, I think it is too, because we have a lot of parents that want their kids to be great. It's not a bad thought.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like if I was a dad, one of 2 things. If I was a dad that was an amazing football player.
You're going to be a good father, by the way.
Oh, thank you, man. I'm flattered by that. I'm getting 2 girls. I already told you that. I'm getting 2 girls. They're both, thank God they're going to play softball and be great or whatever they want to do.
There we go.
My point is.
Just make sure you have your gun all cleaned and ready to go.
Oh, I'm ready. In the backyard. No, but my point is you're going to have a dad that was really good.
Yeah.
At football.
Yeah.
Or you're going to have a dad that was really bad or did something else.
Yeah.
And now he's trying to make his kid what he was or what he was not.
Yeah.
And is that a hard line? Yeah. Moms too.
Yeah.
I have moms that were college basketball players and moms that never played a thing, and they're trying everything. They're paying for everything. They're trying everything not to let their kid down. Like they maybe felt like they got let down.
Yeah.
What I will tell you is that in this process, not everything is going to be their thing.
Yeah.
I just told you, I was a basketball player that never grew. I was a football player that got benched by his younger brother. Can you imagine being in high school when that happens? And I had to play baseball. Thank goodness God gave me a little bit of talent.
So the younger brother that was just on
Adam,
the phone.
Willie was just on the phone. Shout out Adam O'Malley. It's my guy, my brother, my best friend.
Sit down. Adam, get out there. That's what it was right there.
I'm telling you, he had a concussion one time in a playoff game, and they kept him in the game. They didn't go to the backup quarterback because I was the backup. That's how bad this was. My point I'm making, though, is everybody has their thing, and parents, you can't make your thing their thing.
Yeah.
You can't.
Yeah.
You support them. You love them. You're there for them.
Yeah.
You can't be filling out the calendar.
Yeah. That's hard.
Heck yeah.
It's hard to find that balance.
I loved your approach.
Well,
they've played everything. You've given them all the avenues, and you've loved them and said, how about we try this, try that, dabble.
Yeah.
I love that approach.
Yeah. Well, and
you're a legend for that.
Let's be clear. You're doing the same, or you did the same thing.
Yes.
Hey, I played football. I played baseball. I played
soccer
basketball.
as well. Soccer. I did karate, all this weird stuff to try to get to where I still didn't know.
Yeah. I see too many kids who at some point, I don't know when it happens, somewhere like this freshman, sophomore year thing, they like get this in their mind. They fall in love with the sport, baseball, softball, volleyball,
right.
And then they have success with it. And then there's this opportunity. In order to be better, I just must do more, and I must do more, and I must do more. Mm-hmm. And they put the pedals to the metal, and now they just play this one single sport 12 months a year. No. And now all of a sudden, like, they get near the end of their junior year, which is the hardest academic year. Yeah. ACT, blah, 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 all the classes, all the AP classes. They're doing this one sport that they've only done, they keep repeating over and over and over and over and over,
right.
And now I have to commit to colleges and stuff like that because the window opened on June 15th or whatever it was. Yeah. And I'm trying to, but nobody's interested in me and And then I've seen kids go one of two ways. They've really seared into it and they keep going and they persevere and blah, blah, but I've seen way too many kids that I feel like get burnt out, and I'm so sorry for those kids. And I always think is there something we could have done? And it's hard for us because we're not necessarily in charge, but is there something we could have done different? Could we pulled them in a little bit? If we gave them a month break, right? Go do nothing for a month. Right. I don't know.
Well, that's why the mental performance piece and the mental health piece was so big in my life. Yeah. And that's why we started these podcasts and why we try to make this impact. 3 years ago when I started the Keep Going podcast with my co-host Luke Weed at the time.
3 years.
3 years ago.
Attaboy.
Thank you.
Yeah.
But Luke at the time was a backup goalkeeper at the Division III level. Right. And I was a JUCO dropout that ended up back in Rockford. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And quite frankly, I almost quit baseball in high school.
Yeah.
I almost quit baseball in college. There's a keep going to a lot of this stuff.
Yeah.
But if you don't have the resources, you don't have, that crisis plan, you're in trouble.
Yeah.
Because there's a lot of things that are going to go wrong. And you mentioned it earlier with that direct flight to that vacation, man. You get delayed.
Yeah.
You have triumph and tragedy. You have a little bit of obstacles. It's normal.
Yeah.
But if you don't know how to get through that and the ability to keep going, that's when you burn out.
Yeah.
That's when a group of kids are out. Or even worse, that's when there's someone that passes away, unfortunately, and that's what I never want an athlete to go through. I've been a part of it in the Rock Valley circles. We had an athlete commit suicide.
Oh, geez.
And that was the year before I got there,
Yeah.
That's the ugly part of this.
Yeah.
So you got to watch out for these kids. And if you see someone, you got to do something.
Yeah. And for it to get to that level.
Yeah.
Blows my mind.
Yeah.
That is that. In fact, I'm trying to wrap my head around this too, because I'm old. I grew up in a time where my parents came to games and it was awesome. It was great. And they never filmed me. There was no.
How many cameras you see now?
Yeah, there's not.
Every
parent. Yeah, all over the place.
Every parent.
All over the place. The most stressful time in my life was Saturday mornings when we would do film where the one guy with the video camera would stand on top of the lie, baby. Yeah, exactly.
You know it.
And I got called out for all the stupid stuff I did on that game. You're like, oh no. Oh crap! I missed that block so bad.
Yeah.
I hope.
I had a couple
I hope
of
coach
those.
doesn't call me out.
I had a couple of those.
Lane. I'm like, oh crap, coach. I know, my bad.
It's me again.
But
it's me.
But if you're getting that from mom, you're getting that from dad. You're getting somebody posted it on social media. Blah 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 blah. You get made fun of all over the place. Behind your back, which might be the worst type of
terrible.
And then you get from like the pressure. My kids don't need that pressure.
No.
I didn't have that pressure. I don't think maybe you had that pressure as a kid. Like you're younger. I don't know how that works, but
you gotta care about the person.
Yeah.
And I just spoke on a virtual summit a couple months ago, and that was my prompt, talking about the person over the athlete.
Yeah.
And if that's the case, if that athlete has someone that believes in them and loves them no matter what, it's not transactional.
Yeah.
That's when the magic happens. Yeah. And that's how we avoid some of the stuff. Some of the stuff is one-off, and some people hide it. The guy was a guy that had mental health issues for a long time, and I buried it with other things. But you can tell when people are off. When you see somebody out there in bars drinking to submission, you see high school kids that they have bags under their eyes, and there's just stories not being told unless you give them that time of day. So I think that open door policy is big, but it starts with gaining that relational trust and realizing, okay, if they don't hit the ball off the tee today, well, that's not going to determine how I treat this person. Yeah. Having that open door policy, establishing that relationship, that's what helps kids not only go on to have great sport careers, but become great people.
Yeah. So I like where this is going. But if you have a kid, you're a parent.
Yeah.
On behalf of all parents, I'm going to speak for all of us.
Thank you. You're a good one.
Here we go.
Sense.
I will lead the rest of the parents here.
Thank you.
It's hard. I feel like it's harder. And I don't even have, my kids are still young enough where they don't have cell phones. They don't have they are cut off. We do have a home phone. That's a cell phone. And my oldest will play virtual euchre on there, which annoys the bejesus. Like, dude, get off the phone. You've been on there for 15 minutes.
Yeah,
it's amazing how addictive it can be. Yes. Oh my gosh. Anyway, so on behalf of parents, it's hard to be a parent. There's so many things going on. We're busy. Kids are busy. There's all that. But then also from the coach side of things, you're trying to pour into these kids. You're trying to do the best you can for these kids. Joe Filomeno's trying to win a couple baseball games.
Shout him out, man.
That's
the guy right there.
Dude, holy cow. I was gonna shave down the beard the other day. He's like, no, man, you let it go.
Keep that. You're a handsome man.
Okay.
Don't do that. If I could grow anything like that, I would do that. Mine is all behind my head. It's not on my face. I promise you.
And Joe's is on point right now.
Fantastic.
I mean, it's just
good looking young man
it's
as well.
Just going.
Yes.
Oh my gosh. I mean, if I saw that beard coming at me, there's no way I could hit that pitch.
That's why he played pro ball.
There's no exactly.
It wasn't his velocity. It was just the beard. Fear of the beard. Go ahead.
So from a coaching standpoint, from a parent standpoint, in the way of, hey, I'm trying to start with young kids. Start with a kid in middle school, and you're trying to develop them. Here's my goal for every kid is for them to have the most positive sporting experience that they possibly can. I understand not everybody's going Division I. Yep. I do kind of think that if kids get in the right program, I mean, I'm convinced that anybody that comes in through the VC United Elite program will get recruited. Like I will, they are fantastic with this. I think we're pretty good with the strength conditioning piece.
Right.
You blend that together for 4 years.
Beautiful.
I'm not saying you're going to Penn State,
but we'll give you an opportunity.
You're at least playing at Rock Valley, if not better.
Right.
But I want you to enjoy this process and come out on the other side. And if you get to, the end of your high school year and be like, hey, I'm good.
Perfect.
I'm done. That's awesome.
We got someone else. You'll be really great because of the values you put in.
Yes. So what do parents need to think about? What do coaches need to think about in the way of, hey, I want to like my kid's running around right now. I guarantee you he's not thinking about becoming a better, he's got a football game tomorrow. Not becoming a better football player right now. Right. He's just messing around with whatever he's messing around with. Who knows? Throwing a ball into a wall, doing something. But we're talking about it right now. Mm-hmm. What do people need to think about? I want you to help coaches. I want you to help parents because sometimes we miss the boat because we're looking at the wins, the losses, and the videos. And now I put things on Facebook, and there's too much.
I'm gonna take one out of Joe's book here. Joe's got a bag of rings. You ever seen that in his office?
He's got a ring bag.
He's got a ring bag.
He's like Frodo.
Literally, it's a huge bag of rings, and he brings it out in the conversations when we talk about wins and losses. He goes, I'm an independent ball champion. I'm a conference champion in college. I've done this in pro ball. They're all in a bag.
That's awesome.
it don't mean anything. It doesn't, truthfully, because what really matters, and this is for parents out there, what really matters is building a great young adult.
Yeah.
And someone that can go into the community, someone like yourself, man. I look up to you, man. I swear to God, because I see the effort that you put in. I see what your kids are doing. I see your kids on social media.
They're doing things.
They're amazing. And I'd love to meet your wife too. I bet she's great as well.
She has her days.
Heck yeah. But what I tell you is, for parents, you have to make sure you give them the options. Sports, clubs, maybe your faith, with a faith background with church or whatever. Give them all the options early on and keep up with them until they tell you, hey, I really love this, or I really don't like this.
No.
And start weeding it out as you go on.
No.
Because I find that in recruiting, I just sent a kid to Oregon last week.
Attaboy.
And that's not because I did anything. This kid's a lefty. He's one of the top pitchers in Washington, 91, 92. I told him that if you're going to Oregon, go bet on yourself.
Yeah.
But it started with, he was a multi-sport athlete. His parents didn't push him. Multi-sport athlete, tried different things. He was a high academic guy. He handled his business in the classroom. He's in clubs, extracurriculars, all that. And he decided after, looking at other financial options, he had better scholarship opportunities. But the parents were like, you know what? This is your dream. You've always said yes to baseball. Yeah. You've already proven the hard stuff. I'll support you. Let's bet on you.
Yeah.
That's a beautiful thing. Would I have gone a different direction? Me personally? Yeah. But he's earned that.
Yeah.
That player has earned that. That dad has earned that. That family has earned that. Now I'm praying for him. I hope he gets there, and I hope he gets to that point where I look back and go, wow, this kid bet on himself and he did it.
Yeah.
So long-winded answer again, I apologize, but it's really giving your kids options and seeing where they put all their eggs in.
Yeah.
And that's how you create a well-rounded student athlete.
Yeah. It's not easy to be well-rounded.
No way. People make fun of me. I was in journalism in high school. You know what I'm saying? Three-sport athlete, was in journalism. Yeah, I used to cover cheerleading. They thought it was really funny. They put the jock on cheerleading. Yeah, co-ed at Elk Grove was legit.
Look at you sacrificing there. Co-ed. I guess I'll do cheerleading.
I guess I'll go down to state at Illinois State and get a hotel room and go watch male and female cheerleading. My point is, though, you got to be well-rounded. Yeah. You got to do different stuff. Yeah. I don't know.
What do you say to, because I feel like this world is doing, again, back in my day, we didn't have the club thing. Like I had no club sports in Little Sycamore, Illinois in 1995. It didn't exist. And then as club sports have become more popular, kids have started to specialize, and then research has come out and be like, oh, specialization is bad. And so I feel like, especially in the last couple of years, we've had this corrective, like, oh, shoot, now our kids do have to do multiple sports. But now everything, I'm over exaggerating, almost everything is some type of clubby thing. Yeah. And now you have kids playing multiple sports all at the same time, which then is one more. I'm going from football practice to wrestling, and then I'm going.
Yeah, Nora, who's with you guys. Nora is one of my hitters that plays volleyball here, hits with us. Yeah, she is running and running and running. Her siblings all play. They're moving. Yeah, I get that.
Yeah, there's a lot. There is, and I don't. So I'm trying to like. I think that's where I want to just echo your point. If the kid wants it, it's great to support him. If you can, because I'll be honest, there sometimes as a parent, like where my Quinn's like, I want to play basketball. Like, do you really? Oh, I don't want to wrestle. Okay, buddy. Here's your option for. Okay, I guess. Okay, you're wrestling. Like,
there's no reckless abandon. This has to be calculated moves.
Like, we don't have enough time,
money, and effort. It has to be calculated. Let's not get crazy.
Yeah, Dad gets busy after school.
Right.
You want your mother to run you around. We're not doing that.
No, it's calculated. It's got to be calculated. Yeah. It can't just be sign your kid up for 12 sports willy-nilly and say, screw it. Like, that's not going to work. No. But calculated moves. Give them the options. Let them do it. Yeah. Gather feedback from them. You might think your kid's a stud at baseball. Maybe he doesn't like baseball. No. I have a lot of those athletes in my world, man, that are really darn good. Yeah.
Or he doesn't like baseball now, but give him a year and he might love baseball.
That's it.
It's funny how kids change.
He's got to put the eggs in the basket.
Yeah. Yeah.
You can. You can support him. Yeah. You can love him, care for him, be there for him. He's got to push it.
Yeah. What do you say to the kids? Because I know these kids exist. They exist on the volleyball. They exist on the baseball, softball. These 8th graders, freshmen who've already just weeded out all those other sports, and now they are a single sport athlete. They play club baseball, softball, volleyball, school, baseball, softball, or volleyball,
Right.
and they're married to this one sport. And you as the recruiter that want the best for them, the parent wants the best for them.
Yeah.
But they're not doing anything else. Like that's their there's no other out. They almost, I don't necessarily like this term, but maybe it's appropriate. They almost identify. That's how they
100%.
identify.
100%.
How do you handle it? Like, what's the perfect situation at HQ when you're working with a kid like that, where there's no break and they're 15.
So I think a lot of families see all this. It's a hot button topic.
Yeah.
Sports specialization.
Yeah.
You can almost trick the kid. Now I'm going to give you an example. You could play baseball year round, but you could work out at Oak. You could swim at the YMCA. You could play rec league basketball. You could do journalism in high school. You could volunteer with Miracle League and Special Olympics. That guy only plays one sport.
Yeah.
I don't think so.
Yeah.
If you challenge them once again to be well-rounded, here we go. He only plays baseball. You play baseball year round? Really? We didn't do that back in my day.
Yeah.
But no, I do a lot of other things. So baseball is my goal and my passion.
Yeah.
It's not my identity.
Yeah.
That's, once again, where the magic happens.
Yeah.
How about we spin it? How about you got a guy that's playing baseball, basketball, football, doing all this other stuff? That's not sport specialization either.
Yeah.
But he's not identifying as one sport.
Yeah.
I think that's awesome.
Yeah.
So I would say for all the sports specialization or non-sport specialization crowd, I think once again, the athlete has to do other things than just baseball.
Yeah.
And if you do it the right way, you can.
Yeah. Dude, that was the best answer.
Thank you.
Because I think that's a big deal with these kids, because I see it within our volleyball kids. And I'll see kids who are super fired up, young.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden, whatever year hits, junior year hits, stuff gets really real. And they just, the excitement and the, sparkle in their eye just kind of dims. Yeah. And they're just going through the motions. They're like, I've been here again. Here it is again.
I can't believe I'm doing this though.
Yeah. Just hanging on.
Can't wait to get to college. It's going to be better in college.
Exactly. Yeah.
What?
Yeah. Yeah.
What? High school, best years. Have fun. It goes by so quick. I have to bring up Ashton at this point too.
Do it.
I mentioned her a bunch already because she's my whole world. And I tell every podcast I'm on how she saved my entire life. That and my faith. And it went together. I promise you. Ashton was All-American. She had 22 wins. She was the best JUCO pitcher in the country. She didn't get hit at all. Division I full ride. Goes out to Stony Brook. She's getting hit. Oh no. This is my identity. This is all I've ever done.
Yeah.
Scary. She was part of the motivation for the podcast. That's why we started it, because I saw her going through it and I realized, holy crap, this is a content gap in this area. Yeah. I never talked about mental health. I've been on record saying I thought mental health was fake. I thought kids were lying to get out of class and out of punishment, out of running. Ashton seeks a sports psychologist. It starts to change. She talks to me. We bring guests on the podcast. It starts to change. By the end of it, she's lights out again, ups and downs.
Yeah.
She goes out on her terms. Yeah. I bring that story up. You could be the greatest, man. She was. She's probably the greatest softball pitcher in Hononegah history. Yeah. Rock Valley, one of the greatest pitchers. She might be in the Hall of Fame one day. Yeah. She was that good. Yeah. Even the best fall. You got to have somebody. I think what she credits it to, and I'm going to have to double check with her because we've had these conversations. She credits having that sports psychologist and then finding other pockets, drawing and hanging out with her friends and going to football games and reading all the stuff. The second that she remembered that it wasn't just softball is when things change. And I don't want any athlete, the best of the best, the kids that just get a jersey, to get out there in college and be like, oh my God, this is all I have and now I suck at it. I was the same way at Oakton. less resources, but this is my whole life. And now I stink at this. Where do I go from here? So having those different things outside of your identity, got to have them. They're non-negotiables. And that's why I love seeing your son, who you just said that isn't going to be a baseball player right now, bouncing a tennis ball off the wall with a glove on a Friday afternoon at 3. There's nobody really in here. That was his decision. You didn't bark at him to go do that. I bet on that kid.
Well, we do have the rule, no technology, because he will grab the iPad and
we're humans.
Watch. Yes.
You see me hit my phone a couple times. We're human beings, but once again, if any parents are looking for an example of that, it's you, man. And you've brought a lot of great, and you're learning too. But you've brought a lot of great people on this podcast that have showed you some of this and the good and the bad of that.
Well, so what's interesting, let's dive into that, because I think that's interesting. I don't feel like, I almost struggle with the term, you said it earlier, but I almost struggle with the term mental health, because not that I don't think it's not important, but like, and again, when I was going through high school sports in the mid 90s, like there was not
Zero.
And I'm going to make a terrible statement. I don't even know if there was a need, to be honest with you.
No.
But like, cause it wasn't in our face all the time.
Right. She's better. He's better.
Yes.
We're all better.
Yes.
I'm nothing.
We just went and played. And it was funny how disconnected we were. Like I would leave and hug my parents goodbye at 7 a.m., go to school, get done with, or go to practice. Our high school field was not at the high school. We had to drive to Sycamore Park District, so we just drive, after school, lace up the cleats, go out to practice, play, I'd be home at 6 o'clock.
Was it not talked about? Was it like mental health wasn't talked about at all?
No, not at all.
That's incredible.
Zero. But I don't think we had, this is going to sound terrible, I don't know if we had mental health things. We got, there were days where, you went 0 for 4 with, 3 Ks, but you
play another day.
Suck it up. You play another, and then you turn around too. So like when because I do equate a lot of the mental health stuff to the phone. Because I think it's bigger. And I don't even know this. I used to teach 7th grade math.
I didn't know that.
So from 02 to 16.
So you're a teaching major. So we were both teaching majors. Okay,
there we go.
I
understood.
Let's get the youth going, baby.
But it just, teaching got, when I first started in 02, no kids had cell phones.
No.
Like that wasn't a thing.
No.
It was not a thing. You graduated high school in?
Yeah, we're in 13.
Okay.
2013.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
I could have had you in class.
Well, that would have been amazing. I would have loved to have you as a teacher, man.
I really enjoyed it.
My math ACT was not good. I couldn't use you. I promise you. Go ahead.
Well, but by the time, at the end of it, everybody had a cell phone. So like, and now, I shouldn't say everybody, most kids had a cell phone. And in this day and age, almost everybody has a cell phone in 7th grade. I don't recommend that. My 8th grader does not have a cell phone, and we're going to hold off as long as we possibly can.
No need right now.
I don't think there's any need.
I agree with you.
Because I'm amazed how kids will, and all of us will get absolutely addicted to it. Dive into the mental health thing in the way of, let's define it first. So we have our definition square on it. And then I want to dive into it, because I see a lot of good mental health is just living the way God intended,
right.
To have relations, to have connections, to get outside, to eat good food, to exercise, and it doesn't have to be the structured, thing. It can just be living and enjoying the world. And here we are.
Yeah. I'd say mental health doesn't discriminate. Mental health isn't cookie cutter. Mental health isn't something that has to be every minute of every day. The problem with mental health is kids, adults, people that didn't have any mental health issues 40, 50 years ago that are now experiencing stuff in their 50s, 60s, and 70s. My mom was like that. She was in the same kind of bracket here, right? That didn't have anything like this. Rub some dirt on it, keep going. And then she's having mental health issues. Like, what? So now I'm the oddball. But little do they know, everybody has something. Doesn't discriminate. It's not cookie cutter. I had a guest on, Kat, who was fantastic. Her episode comes out in November. She said mental health is dynamic. It's hard. By definition, it's something that disables something. The physical, mental performance, spiritual, emotional, something that doesn't feel right in your day-to-day. What kids and parents don't know is that if they talk about it and seek resources, it's never been more available in 2025.
Yeah.
Ever. Yeah. That's why we do the podcast. That's why Ashton saved her career and probably her future career by talking to Daniela at Stony Brook, right? You know, I probably saved my own life by talking to Ashton and not being too egotistic and too stubborn and going, wow, I've been burying all these feelings with vices and I don't know, just bad stuff for all these years. What I would say with the mental health is reach out, talk about it. You're not alone. And I promise you what you are seeing on this phone, this day here, Wisconsin State Fair with this big cow. You love this? Yeah, we like this one. Yeah, we like this.
There we go.
That day had ups and downs, but you only saw us hugging with that big cow.
Yeah.
What you're seeing here is all the good moments. You're not seeing the pain.
Yeah.
You're not seeing the darkness. You know, when I go speak now, the fact that people are paying me to speak, God bless, man. How did that happen? But I walk into rooms now and people I've known for 20 years, we wrap up the engagement or the workshop and they go, dude, I would have never known.
Yeah.
You know? So if you see something, talk about it.
Yeah.
If something's going on in your world, if you're an athlete or even a parent, parents, you're not supposed to be perfect.
Yeah.
Talk. Because there are resources. And I love what you said. Working out and eating right and sunlight and gratitude journaling. The same stuff that I used to mock nerds for doing and wow, that's really cool. And I'd be like, dude, you're a loser.
Yeah.
10 years ago, I do that stuff every single day now.
Yeah.
Without fail. My morning routine is 3 hours long. And it's not me in the ice thing rubbing my face like that trend was. It's me doing the hard stuff to try to get through a day and make it positive.
Yeah. Boy.
Deep one.
Yeah.
Good man.
Dude, I think it's interesting because again, I don't know how to. I don't know. I get it. If you dial back 50 years ago, 60 years ago, 70 years ago, dare I say, and hell, even 20 years ago, people are outside.
Yeah.
They were doing stuff. They were doing physical labor.
Always.
Of things.
Always. Sunlight, outside, fresh air.
It took me so long to mow our lawn as a kid because we had the crappiest mower in the history of the world. You know, with 3 of the 4 wheels. Now,
You look back at that now as a blessing.
Yeah. Oh,
hell
completely.
yeah. Taught you how to work.
Yeah.
Taught you how to get through adversity.
Yeah. Well, and the food we had and where we got it from, and you know, just hey, we're getting eggs from the farm.
Amazing. Different
that's
times.
what we did.
Different times.
Blah 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 blah, and it was good, healthy food. We didn't even think of it, in that way. Now, with that being said, we also had, Hamburger Helper. And,
oh, man. You remember the chicken Parmesan in the black tray that used to stick to it? That was a family staple.
Oh, gosh.
I'd eat that right now, man. Probably the worst thing ever for you, but man, did it feed a family of 4.
Some Hungry Man meals and stuff.
Amen. I had the pot pies. Come on, dude. I had all of it. The toasty. We always make jokes about the off-brand Pop-Tarts.
Yes. Yes.
That was the dream.
I wouldn't even toast the Pop-Tarts. I would just eat them straight out.
Raw, baby. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Oh, yeah. I'm with you.
Yeah, the whatever cinnamon one.
Simpler times.
Yeah. Oh my gosh.
Brown sugar.
It was something. Yeah. Yes, the brown sugar cinnamon.
So good.
There
Fantastic,
we go.
Man.
You're with me.
Yes.
But I don't know. So it is interesting to me because it's hard for me to wrap my head around because I wasn't, as a kid when we talk kids' mental health and like, because now kids in school, my wife still teaches, they can take mental health days. Hmm? My wife can take mental health days.
Both of my jobs have them.
And I'm trying to figure out how I feel about it. Oh my gosh, I'm hitting buttons.
All good. That was great.
Was that a lot of laughing going on in your head right there?
That was perfect, man.
See, next time you say something funny,
we'll hit that. Look at that, dude. I need more of that.
There we go.
Yeah, go ahead.
I don't even know what these buttons do over here, but that obviously that one does that. That will be the intro next time. But it's interesting. I don't. Again, I didn't grow up during this time, so now to look at it now, and having kids growing up in this time, because I think from a mental health standpoint, they're doing very well. There's no real stress in their life.
Good.
And again, I think one of the big things is that we've tried to keep technology as far from them as possible. Yeah. Not that I'm anti-technology, not that, whatever. I'm not, I don't want to be crazy with that, but I know 10-year-olds with their own Instagram account. And I'm like, why?
I see it, man. And I will tell you this, the kids that want to be their friend and want to hang out with them, they'll find them.
Yeah.
We used to bike to random people's houses. Mm-hmm. And if we saw the bikes, they were there.
Yes.
They'll find them.
Look at that.
They'll find them.
So I want to give you, or I want you to drop some advice here. If we got Rylan out there working out, 8th grader, switch hitter. Look at him.
Oh, look at Rye, dude. This is sweet.
Look how
Rye doesn't even know I'm in here.
No.
Let's go, baby.
Look at that lack of coordination he has right now.
I'll say this though. Say what you want.
Kid works.
The kid works.
He works.
I'll take 15 Ryes. I don't care if he's the worst lefty or righty hitter or pitcher of all time. No. I'll take that guy. I'll take 15 of those guys over raw talent that doesn't work because I'm wasting my time.
Yeah. No, he's
shout him out. Shout the whole family out too.
Yes.
Awesome.
Oh yeah.
Cool.
I wish I could have seen Dad throw back in the day.
I'm glad I didn't face him. Because it would have been 1, 2, 3 and back to the dugout for a little dance and then go home.
Oh man.
No, I'm good on that.
Oh.
But no, that's awesome. And that's why we do this.
Yeah. 100%. So let's go with this. He's in 8th grade. We have high school kids. If you're mentoring, coaching, guiding a high school kid in 2025, okay, and we know all these things. We know the distraction of this. We know the pressure of, hey, I think I do want to play college sports. At the parent night, at the 16 to 18,
how did I lay it out?
Who wants to play college sports?
Every hand
went up.
Everyone answer.
Not one person doesn't want to play in college.
Answer, man.
Oh, that'd be great. Oh, no. What was your answer? Tell the people.
Yeah, I said I one of the things I had to look back on Monday morning, like, oh wow. I said some of you guys and girls have been here for 2 years. I don't know any of you guys.
No.
That's terrifying. Couldn't hear a pin drop. I was like, was that too much? Was it too little?
They need to hear that.
They got to hear it. And it starts with the work.
Yeah.
Everything leans back on the work. The right work. Do you think Rye wanted to just jump over there and just get on the rack or get on the sled? He probably did, but he's doing left, right, toe touches and balance stuff. Nobody wants to do the black and white. I love the shirt. Yeah. The black and white mundane stuff.
Yeah.
That's why I'm a big Cubs guy. Yeah. That's why you see Dansby Swanson. This guy was an All-American. This guy played for Tim Corbin at Vanderbilt. This guy played on the Braves World Series team. He's a Gold Glover every year for the Cubbies. He's out there an hour before doing glove work with his assistant, with his trainer. I can't get my 12-year-olds to do that as a main workout. That's his everyday vitamins. Yeah. Is that. Yeah. The black and white mundane. So your question, fantastic. I think it's the black and white mundane stuff. These kids have to fall in love with it. And unfortunately, like in my career, I look back, I fell in love with it too late. Raw talent will get you pretty far, per se. Maybe you'll be a good high school player, or maybe you'll get a jersey like I did. But the work of the black and white mundane, that's how Dansby Swanson's come out. Yeah. That's how I mentioned Tiger Woods earlier. Yeah. Mm-hmm. How Diana Taurasi with Gino. The black and white mundane. Yeah. I press it. Yeah. I know you do too.
Yeah. 100%.
Yeah. The black 100%. And white mundane. You fall in love with that, you could be in a good spot.
Yeah. What, last question, because I know you're
good, man.
Oh my gosh. No, you got stuff to do.
We're happy to be here. Come on, man.
If dialing back into the mental health thing, if in the way of if you're to give, hey, and I don't know about Rylan now, give Rylan, when Rylan turns 16 and he's driving a car and he has his cell phone, his Instagram account, and he's playing lots of baseball. Maybe he's still hanging on to basketball and football. We really don't know. We'll see where he is. There's a lot of stuff going on in Rye's world, and they're studying, and he's going to start thinking about colleges and
Dad's
stuff like that.
Dad's an athlete, mom's an athlete.
Yes.
Big shoes to fill.
Yes, big shoes to fill. Maybe he feels that pressure.
I bet he does.
Yeah,
he does. Okay. Oh, absolutely, he does.
What in the way of when we talk mental health? Hey, Rye, to keep yourself in a good, and I use Rye, but this could be anybody. Yeah. This could be any high school kid. If you're a high school kid right now, you have a high school kid right now. We're talking to you. What recommendations do you have to keep this this mental health thing strong so we don't have to take mental health days. Not saying that's bad, but I don't want my kid to take mental health days because I don't want them to be so beat up mentally that they need that to recover.
Yeah, I think well-rounded, diverse athletes. Baseball one, he plays football, plays basketball. He trains here. He trains at our place. He does other things away from the lines, right? That helps.
Yes.
Parents, and this goes for anybody, parents, don't get in his kitchen all the time. Like, stop. Like, give them stern, set expectations and standards. And the second they don't follow them, make an adjustment and say, hey, we set these goals and expectations. You know what we did. It can't be verbally yelling at a player. It can't be, I had this one all the time. You didn't do this, so I'm taking it away. What? That's the kid's favorite thing. What do you mean you're taking it away? You have to find a way as parents to be like, you know what? He's not doing this. She's not doing that. These are the goals and expectations. We know we talked about, but that starts at home, right? That starts at home. And coaches can do stuff, trainers, instructors, but that starts at home with standards and expectations. And when the athlete falls short, you got to pivot and make adjustments. Nothing brash, like take the whole sport away the first time or blah, blah, blah. That's how mental health gets worse. But a good pivot never hurt anybody.
Gotcha. What, in the way of, have there been any little, when you see a kid struggling with mental health, has there been, what have been the easiest little pivots that you've made with a kid to get them back on track?
Yeah, I do this a lot. When I have kids in my cage, I tell mom and dad to walk away. They're not going to tell me the truth in front of them. Sorry, parents. I didn't say it to my mom either back in the day.
That's huge, by the way. That is such a huge deal. That's awesome.
You got to go one-on-one. And I pretzel squat in the cage. We sit there and I go, hey, we've been doing this for a long time. I love you. If you want to play baseball or softball, great. But there's something going on and I need to hear what it is. And those are some of my favorite lessons. And it could be a very small scale deal. It could be a huge deal. It could just be that athlete crying on my shoulder. I'll take anything, because once again, if you're in this business and you're in baseball and softball and you're in the recruiting and you're in the speaking and you're in the bigger, faster, stronger, like we do at Oak, if you're in this and they know that you care about them and love them, man, they'll go to war for you. That's the fun part for X's and O's and W's and L's, right? But they'll call you when they need high school reference letters and college recommendations and jobs in the future. One of my favorite things in the world with the Keep Going podcast is when I have former players on, I get choked up a little bit, and they tell me that they wouldn't have played college baseball without me. They wouldn't be in the job they're in without me. And I tell them, I was blessed to be a small part of the journey. You did it. You just had to be told that day that you could do it.
Dude, that's awesome. We got, and I need to RSVP to this because I think I'm behind. Got invited to a former athlete's wedding, and
best thing in the world.
And Tori's not the first. I'm proud to say.
Best thing in the world.
Just like
as a coach, best thing in the world.
To be like, hey, I coached you when you were 15 until you were 18. And then you went out in the real world, and you found the love of your life. And now you invite me and my wife to come share this amazing day with you.
How great is that?
I don't know if there's anything better.
You went in it. You might not have always had the best thing to say, but your intentions were pure.
Yeah. Well, and to emphasize your point right there, you're just asking questions. Like, it's not some motivational speech.
No.
You don't play the speech from Rocky V.
No. As much as I want to. That'd be a one-stop shop, one size fits all if I just do that. But no, I just said it earlier. It's not cookie cutter. Some kids will spill their guts. Some kids, it will go 30 minutes and they won't say anything. Some kids will just cry. Some kids will, I don't know, they'll give me body language or something where I'm like, got it now. I think that stuff is so crucial. When you see it, don't yell it out in front of 100 people. Take that one-on-one keep that open door policy and let them know that no matter what, good, bad, or the ugly, you'll always be there.
Yeah. Well, and that's why I respect you so much as a coach, because it's really easy for a coach to glaze over that.
Yeah.
Hey, I got 13 kids on my roster. I got to worry about, Joe, I got 200, whatever, 300 kids in the program. I got to worry about It's, but to have those conversations with those kids, and to even identify, to slow down enough where you're working on a skill and to see that they're not where they need to be is, I really think, a mark of a phenomenal coach.
Thank you. And I feel the same way about you. It starts leaving your ego at the door and letting that athlete know that you can trust me.
Yeah.
And you know what? Every athlete takes time.
Yeah.
I have athletes that roll their eyes at me at first and they think I'm faking it. Yeah. I'm not driving 2 hours and doing 40 lessons this weekend to fake it. Yeah. I'm doing this because I give a crap. Yeah. I'm doing this because I care. And I'm going to always tell you how it is. Yeah. Because you could hate me for a second when I tell you what you don't want to hear, or I can tell you what you want to hear and you'll hate me forever. Yeah. And you'll look back and go, wow, he just fed me a bunch of BS and my family was bought in. I was bought in. Take me as I am. Yeah. I'm going to come at you with certain expectations. And we set those, there's love in both our hearts and we're ready to get after it. Yeah. Man. That's why we do it. That's what gets the blood flowing. Yeah. Like flowing. That gets me out of bed, Yeah.
God, I love it, man.
Love you, man.
Let's wrap that up there. People want to follow you and all the great things that you're doing.
Thank you.
Where do they go?
Yeah, at the KG Podcast. I'm not sharing my personal socials because that's not what this is about. Yeah. At the KG Podcast, use it as a lifeline. Reach out. Any athlete, parent, grandparent. Oh yeah, I got a papa that's my dad. Basically,
there we go.
Anybody that has these issues in the recruiting process, in the mental health field, or whatever you want to call it. At the KG Podcast on all socials. Okay. Shoot us a DM. If I can't answer it, I got David Mitchell, who's my co-host that played for me. Jackie Tripp, who's one of my best friends in the world, women's basketball player. Amazing. Yeah. Young, intelligent, great person. Yeah. We'll get someone that helps out. I promise.
Awesome. Dude, I love it.
Love you, man. I appreciate you, man.
It. This was so much fun.
Had a great time.
I don't want to say this is my favorite podcast. But,
Stop it. You flatter me, man.
This is great. I think this is... You're sending a message. You're preaching a message. 145 of them that that kids need to hear, parents need to hear, coaches need to hear. Yeah. And our job as a coach has never been more challenging. Yeah. Our job as a parent has never been more challenging. Our job as an athlete has never been more challenging.
In 2025.
So we got to do better.
I agree. And I would say this. I do this on all my IMG webinars that we do. Thank you, dude, because we're in this studio right now shooting this, and I know who the heck you are. Yeah. And if you're going to send your kid here to Oak Strength and you're going to do all this stuff, bet on the program, but bet on the man.
Dude, I appreciate you.
Appreciate you, man.
Thank you so much.
Always, Billy.
Listeners, thanks for listening. We'll catch you on the next one.
Ladies and gentlemen, thanks again for listening to another episode of Oak Performance Radio. Don't forget to check us out on the social at Oak Performance and online at www.oakstrength.com/Oak Performance. Thanks for listening, and we'll catch you next time.